Birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Twyla. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
The surprise is over. Thank you. Yeah, we can open the curtains now. Hey, how you doing? Okay.
Sorry, I'm going to get
I want to know what Bill told me.
I will hear it. But look at all this
Oh, you have braces. How nice.
All right. Hey, where'd all you people come from? 20 minutes ago?
Guide me through the crowd.
You said 4 o'clock sharp. All in here together. Don't worry about it.
She's surprised, that's it.
Hi, Hughie. How are you?
Okay.
Sorry.
How about this one?
Hi, Kate.
Oh, really? Maybe it's not a pencil game.
And you should have been a boy.
Another person?
Mama, you happy?
I'm very happy.
Are you surprised?
I'm very surprised.
Are you?
I'm very
Oh,
surprised.
I'm so happy.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're only 50
Eat up.
We'll do it again at 75. I hope you're surprised.
What's up, Mike? Put your hand over. I was like, who did that? That guy is the culprit.
Happy birthday, Aunt Twyla.
The line is around the building, out the back door.
You're just a lady now.
A lady?
Oh, hi.
A woman. I'm a woman.
Oh, you're definitely your mother. Your mother's daughter.
Is that your camera?
Here it is. Sit down noise now or you're leaving.
There's a magnificent cook.
Are you the helper that they were telling us about here in the kitchen? John Mark. Oh, you do? Thank you. Thank you for helping. What a surprise. Yeah, you didn't admit this. Somebody did.
Maybe you want it up there. Maybe you want it up there. On the easy side, we could.
Everyone can't watch that.
Your eye's gonna be sore tonight.
I know, man.
That's cool. You gotta have these pictures, so you gotta have
Okay, I'm gonna zoom out and eat. If someone wants to take over, they can. If not, that's alright, because I'm taking over. So say goodbye. Those rolls are great. Everybody's winding down from eating. That is. It's me. Yep. Here's Bob and Evelyn. I think we wanted to get a picture of them because they just came in. It was so nice to come. There's Mom. And everybody is done eating. It's so nice of them to come. Then I'm taking the camera upstairs.
Alright.
He's going to see the magic.
Come on up. Get up there and have a seat. Here he is. Skylar up here.
Don't get stuck. Did you get that one you need? First off, two. No, reach up there.
Hey, little one!
Right on the tail.
Come get on the floor. Skylar,
Okay, we'll turn this on now, and maybe some people will hear this when they're downstairs. They'll come up here and we'll start the show in a few minutes.
Give them 2 seconds, guys.
Okay, do you remember that joke we told? Does anybody else know a real funny joke that everybody will laugh at? Who knows a joke? Is it a good one?
No.
No. I can do that. A few more people come up here. I know it's too big and it wouldn't fit, but I want you to imagine that it would so I can tell you the story. Now, when we get up in the morning, you see a lot of you have on some shoes with laces, right? You put on your shoes, you tie a bow knot in your shoelace like this, and that holds your shoe on your foot. Now, the wonderful thing about a bow knot is that all you have to do is pull on the ends of the lace, and the knot disappears, right? It goes where your lap goes when you stand up. Here they go. Okay.
Yeah, this thing is.
Now here's where the sad part of the story comes in. You put on your shoe in the morning, you tie a bow knot
No,
in your
yeah, there's no
shoelace
clip on it.
like this. And then sometimes you're outside, you know, playing around, or maybe walking around the
I'm not going to
house,
sit and
and
hold
the
the
ends
camera
of the
for
lace
things, so you might want to
go
get that.
through the loops, just
You know,
like
I'm going to
this.
stand there
And
and
you
hold
don't
the
know it.
program.
So at night when you go to pull on the ends
You
of
want
the
me to
lace,
go
take
get
your
it?
shoes off. It doesn't disappear, but you get a great big knot in your shoelace. Like, it is a lot of fun. But before we get started, I need to see how good all of you are at paying close attention. Because when you watch magic, you have to watch real closely because I might try to fool you. So I want all of you right here in the front. And you guys, you want to come up here? Can you see a little better if you come up closer? That's good.
Hour ago, I was down at the EIA working at it.
Okay, I want all of you to stand up. Go ahead, you guys, stand up.
Yeah.
Straight and tall.
Down there at the
Very good.
museum.
Now, when I count to 3, I want you to sit back down. And I'll see how good you are at paying close attention. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 4. Ah, I didn't say 3. If you sat down on back up on your hind legs. Very good. Here we go. Now, don't sit down until I say 3. 1, 2, 3. Much better. Okay. See, you have to listen good or you won't say a thing I'm hearing. Okay, now that I know you're all real good at paying close attention, in order to get the tricks to work, we have to have some magic words. Raise your hand if you have some magic words. What are your magic words? Bob. I never heard that one before. What are your magic words? Have a banana? What?
Well, I could bring this whole thing over there.
Anybody else? What are your magic words?
Well, I'm coming
Hokey
back.
pokey. I like those magic words. Those are good. And who else?
I'm coming back.
What are your magic words? Where did you learn that? That's a pretty good one. I didn't know you spoke Italian. You do. Okay, one more. Who else? Who else has magic words?
You do what he wants me to do.
Are you ready?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going across the street after this, I guess. He wants me to move from here to there. Sure, we can do it. No problem.
Okay. Magic words. Who has magic words? Today we have some special magic words. I'm going to teach them to you. And whenever I ask you to say the magic words, I want you to say sauerkraut and wieners. That's my favorite. Let's try and see what they sound like. I'll count to 3, and when I count to 3, I want all of you to say the magic words. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're not. Someone watches Sesame Street around here. You can't, we're not in school. The teacher's not saying, shh, you're not at home. Exactly right, just like that. We're at a magic show, and I have to hear you to hear the magic words for the tricks to work. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. I think you have the right idea. Okay, very good. Now, there are 2 rules when we're watching magic, since we're all kind of close in like this so everybody can see. The first rule is, while I'm talking, you don't. Okay? Because if you're talking while I'm talking, I'm going to have to stop and wait. That means we waste time and I have to leave out tricks. We don't want to have to do that. And the other one is, I want you to stay in your seat unless I invite you to come up here and help me, okay? That way everybody will be able to see. Do you understand the rule? Say yes.
Yes!
Okay, very good. Let's get things started. Hey, would you like to see my magic flowers?
Yeah!
I said, would you like to see my magic flowers?
Yeah!
I brought them with me because it's Twyla's birthday. They're real pretty. I thought she'd like to see them. Okay, we're going to take them in. Hey! Okay, who took my magic flowers? Did you? You're not a flower snatcher, are you? Sometimes that happens. You too? When I'm not looking, sometimes somebody comes up here and they take off all of my magic flowers and they leave me with just the leaves. Say yes.
Yes!
Okay, good. It's real easy. I'll put these away for now and we'll try something. That's very good, but you're only supposed to say that when you see the flowers. See, these are leaves. You understand? Flowers. We'll put these away. Let's try something. What? You know, it's not nice to tease the magic guy. What? You saw the flowers?
Yeah! And
Wait a
then they
second.
disappeared.
If you saw the flowers, I'd like you to help me make the flowers come back by magic. And this is what I'd like you to do. I want all of you to stick out your hand. All of you. There you go. Okay, now wiggle your fingers. And when I count to 3, I want you to say the magic words. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Sauerkraut and wieners.
What about your weenies? Come on, you guys. Hold it. Stick out your hands. Wiggle your fingers. 1, 2, 3.
Sauerkraut and wieners.
You did it! Clap your hands. Yay! Just to have some more fun, let's have some sound effects like they do at the radio and TV stations. So whenever I hold this one up and I say, "Handsome Hank," let's have all of you go, "Yay!" Okay? Let's try and see how it sounds. Here's Handsome Hank.
Yay!
That's pretty good. Now this one will represent the damsel in distress. She's very beautiful, so we'll call her the beautiful blushing Desdemona. And whenever I hold this one up and I say the beautiful Desdemona, let's have the girls go, "Ah," okay? And the boys can go, "Hubba, hubba." And if you can whistle or applaud, this is an excellent opportunity. Let's try it. Here's the beautiful Desdemona.
I'm going to
Show you.
a trick.
No ad-libbing. Show you
Show you.
for your edification and amusement.
Application and use the lead.
That's pretty good. Okay. A few tricks. In sleight of hand and prestidigitation. Pretty good. Let's give him a big round of applause. You are now officially a magician, Tom. Stand right there on the track door. Perfect. Now, have we ever worked together before? You don't have to look so happy about it. Now, this is what I want you to do. Reach in there, take out the egg, please. Hold that up for everybody to see. Now, don't squeeze it. See, if you used a real egg and somebody squeezed it, then, well, I had that happen once, and it cracked and splashed in my face. and then the yolk was on me. You show everybody the bag is empty. And Tom, I'd like you to drop the egg in the bag. When I count to 3, I'd like you to say the magic words. Do you remember the magic words? Okay, here we go. Say it good and loud. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Nothing in my hand. Nothing in my pockets. Nothing in this hand. Anything in your pockets? Well, where'd you make it go? We know it's not in the bag. Now we're going to show everybody what a good magician you really are. Tom, I want you to put your hands like this. Have you done this before? I'll stand up on one leg, and when I count to 3, I want you to make a noise like a chicken. 1, 2, 3. He did it. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom
He laid it in.
And for being such a good magician, I have something special just for you, okay? We're going to make you a balloon animal. Here we go. Oh. It's not funny. Whoa, you see, I blow all the way up to there. Okay, this is going to be for you. I can make over 50 balloon animals. But they all look like dogs. I'll ring a balloon in. We're going to do something. Doors off. You have to watch out for that stinger part, okay? Okay, I'll hold on to this. Let me have this. We have the number 8. No? We have a bow tie. Would you like that? No? I know you don't want a little bow for your hair. No. Glasses. You don't want that? You want a toilet seat? Okay. Here we go. We'll put this here. We'll put this here like this. And because you were such a good magician, you get your very own bumblebee.
Yay!
Happy birthday to you, birthday girl. It's so nice of you to be here. We're going to do, when you go to a party or you go to some kind of an event, you'll have candy or cookies sometimes, right? You know what my favorite is? My favorite is popcorn. I really like popcorn, so we're going to make some popcorn by magic. The first thing we need is a pan. Okay, beautiful young assistant, hold that up, show everybody the pan. And now what do we have to have? What's next? Well, we have to have a little bit of oil. Okay, I'll put it in here. Here, hold up the pan. What's the matter? Oh, it's just water. It feels. Okay, let's see. So we'll use the magic fan. This is stand right up here. Here's the magic fan. Twyla's going to open the fan and fan the pan, and boys and girls, we're going to make some popcorn. Oh, I forgot to tell you, before you order, you have to blow on it like that. Go ahead, blow on it. So blow on it and spit on it. You open up, there we go. Okay, open the fan the pan, and boys and girls. Maybe we better use the magic wand. Now, the magic wand is the most important prop that a magician has. You think you can handle it? Here, take the wand, and wave it over the fan. Here, take the wand, here, take the wand. She's going to wave it over the fan. She like this at home? Maybe we better use a bigger magic wand. Here's the big magic wand. Take the wand, hold it tight. Okay, wave it over. No, take the wand. Wave it over the... Here, put this on your arm. Raise your arm. Good. Okay, take the wand. Wave it over the... There we go. Take the wand. Wave it over... Take the wand. Wave it over the pan. And I'm going to bring my wand. Here's my magic wand. I'll wave it over the pan. Everybody stick out your hands. Wiggle your fingers. When I count to 3, say the magic words. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'll take those wands back. Put them in here. You're very welcome. Oh, there we go. Would you pick that up for me, please? Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. I'll wave my wand. Did you hear it pop? You didn't? Listen.
Oh my God!
Mostly went on my foot.
As we wanted to do something special for the young kids who probably will be a little antsy through the rest of the program. So I'll tell you more or less what the events are going to be in the next short while. We set up a volleyball net outside, and for the young people, we'd like you to do whatever you want to do. You can go outside, you can play something else outside, you can stick around here for this, whatever you want to. But we're going to probably honor Twyla right now and tell a few things about her past. Half a century of life. It's not really a roast, it's nothing really big or anything. We passed the picture around at the beginning of the party that some of you got a chance to see. I hope you looked at it closely. It says, it's how well do you know Twyla? And there's 20 questions here. We're just going to try to answer the questions as a group answer. So that's going to be in a minute. Let me first of all explain that there's pictures on the wall back there from Twyla's half a century. There's pictures on the table over here of Twyla also. So before you leave this evening, be sure and get a chance to look at the pictures. We have a special artist with us this afternoon. In addition to Steve and his magic, we have Rick Powell, who's a caricaturist. He's sitting back there at the table doing special caricatures for the adults. That's going to be for the adults. We also have, at the same time for the young kids, we have a face painting going on, and Rick is going to help us with that. Rick is where? Rick is somewhere here. Okay. Okay, well somebody's going to help with the face painting somewhere. And, so for the young people, can anybody fill in for Rick till he gets here? Anybody know about face painting? Who did I talk to about that? Okay. All right, Jackie, go. Okay. Jackie will help us take care of that. Okay. Okay, we're going to do the face painting in another room, and we're going to do something special. This is not a real organized program here. I'll let you know ahead of time. We just want to do this little short thing about Twyla. We have a special song. We're going to sing Happy Birthday. We got a cake coming up, and then we're going to all sort of like roam around and visit friends and play volleyball and stretch for a while, and then we're going to all be invited to have cake and dessert. There's fruit and cake downstairs. We'll announce when that's ready. But first of all, before we go any further, I got a special word from Steve. We're very fortunate to have this place, to have this get-together with our dear friends here. But we do have to announce that, unfortunately, we can't have drinks or food up on this floor because of the carpeting, and they want to make sure that we don't spill anything on the carpet.
Oops.
Okay, so first of all, we'd like to do a special caricature of Twyla while we're doing this. So, Twyla, would you mind coming up here, our honored guest, and give Twyla another nice round of applause? Okay. First of all, I would like to say, I didn't dress up for this, so I mean it's not like a formal show or anything like that. I did say we're going to play like volleyball and stuff like that, so I appreciate you all coming and relaxed. But most of all, I want to thank you so much for coming this afternoon for this special birthday tribute. Twyla's only going to be 51, and it's a big milestone in her life and our life, and so I'm sure I can tell she was surprised. She was surprised, and we'll let her say something later. But on my behalf, I'd like to thank you all for coming today for this special party. And then, of course, I owe a lot of thanks to people who helped put this party together here. So I think I'm going to attempt to try to do this now. Okay, I mean, there's always the risk of leaving some names out. So here we go. But first of all, the food downstairs was the food committee. Hey, Marilyn, where are you going? The food committee is walking down the steps right there. This is my sister, Marilyn, and she put all the food together with several people. And we're going to announce with the help and great assistance from Peggy, my niece Peggy. Where are you, Peggy? Oh, here, right here. Two great cooks in the family here. And Laura and Joey are helping with the tables and working down there for us. Laura, Joey, raise your hand, Laura and Joey. And Marilyn, let me know who else helped you with your committee. Peggy, and of course Lanny and Peggy, yeah, the Peggy's family and the grandchildren. Thank you so much for helping out with the food. All of us. Then the decorations and the helping and the planning from setting up the room and everything is from our dear neighbor and friend Sandy, right here, Sandy, and her son Sean. Sean right here, Sean right here, and Tommy right here, help, Tommy help. And Ellen and Eric, where are they? Ellen and Eric came early with their mom and dad. Okay, and Steve, where are you, Steve? Steve, back is right there, was the decoy out in the volleyball court. He told Twyla, I think there's a flower show going on inside the building or something like that. Why don't you go and see or something? So that was his first acting job at work. And then Kay, is Kay here? Kay did the flower arrangements downstairs on the tables and helped set up the room. Did a tremendous job. My daughter Heather is going to do the video, and she helped us set up and do the toughest job of all with her friend Kelly, who's taking the pictures right now, Kelly. Okay, she helped too. The toughest job is trying to not let Twyla know that we were putting a surprise on. And that was the very toughest thing anybody would ever be asked to do. I'll never do it again. I mean, it was just, I couldn't tell her anything for like 2 months, and it was very hard. You ever try to run a party? When we have parties at our house, she always does everything. So I just come really much. So now I'm doing a party and I have any idea what to do. And I couldn't go to her and ask, do you think we should have pink balloons or luckily we have friends in the neighborhoods, Sandy and our other neighbor, and on the other side, Jean Sarnecki. Jean's back here. Jean and Mike helped us a lot. They did a lot of work for us. And Elliot and Freddie were helping too. Hey, stand up, Elliot and Freddie. Wait a minute. Okay. Now I'm going to risk the chance of forgetting. Oh, well, of course you already met Steve, but I want to tell you how wonderful it is to have Steve here with us today to help us out with the kids entertainment. Thank you so much, Steve. Steve does a magic show for at different places, different clubs and places, and he's also doing a thing at McDonald's regularly. I think at in Lincoln Park, is it? Where? Allen Park. It's a magic McDonald's where they have magic for kids that go in there, and he especially caters to the young kids. And actually, Steve, he told us, that the stuff he's going to do is mostly for the younger children, but I enjoyed it. I mean, it was for adults too. It was great, Steve. Because Steve's a witty guy, you're a witty, so we appreciate that, Steve.
They can't stand on their shoulder like the big one.
Committee, but lots of kids did all these signs here. They painted, I don't know which ones did what signs, but if you're the young person here who did one of these signs of Twyla, wave your hand. Let's give them a nice round of applause for helping decorate. And Rebecca and Jim, our neighbors from across the street, who I only see at special parties. And here's Rebecca right here. Jim's babysitting right now. He's doing a good job. They helped get this sign together right here.
That's a nice sign.
And that's Twyla. That's this one. That's it. Okay, now let's see. Other than that, obviously it's so exciting to see friends out here, that especially the ones we don't get to see in a long time. It's so nice that you came. So we're going to do a little, we're going to just start this little thing out here with Rick. If it'd be possible, we want to let you, Rick. Here's Rick. I mean, Mike. Why do I keep saying Rick? That's the problem. No wonder Mike never.
No wonder you didn't answer.
I got so many nephews and nieces, I'm gonna mix up. This is Mike. Okay, Mike here is helping us with the entertainment for the young folks. Let's give Mike a nice round of applause too, who I've been calling Rick for the last 10 minutes. Okay, all right. So Mike is going to do water balloons and things like that for the young folks. So if you want to go follow Mike, he's going outside, I think, for those of you who want to do that. The rest of you folks can, do you have a paper, one of these papers? Oh, Mike, can you bring them all back in at the end of this in about 20, 30 minutes? We're going to do sing happy birthday and then, oh, disassemble. Disassemble? Okay. Help, help. Okay, Rick's going to do Twyla's caricature as she sits here and answers these questions. Okay, great. Okay, if you want to follow these questions here, I don't want to make this look like a show or nothing, so I'm just going to sit right here. Okay, if you read this, it says throughout the day, without asking any direct questions to anybody, we were going to see how much you can learn about Twyla from hearing anybody say anything about her, other than the fact that... Okay, we're going to move the magician and all the young kids outside right now. Hey, Steve, can you perform some magic? The disappearance act? No. Actually, I only paid him for 20 minutes because he's going to have to... Actually, I didn't pay him for nothing. He donated his services. But, Steve, I know you had to go somewhere, didn't you? You had to go somewhere, didn't you? Yes. So, and I was sort of helping you leave graciously, but you can't stop doing balloons and magic. Steve has another appointment he has to be at very shortly. So for those of you who are sitting in the back, there's empty chairs now. We made some chairs empty. If you want to sit here, you're welcome to do that. Okay, first of all, the surprise for Twyla. Today's not her birthday. I'm going to tell you that. The surprise is it's not her birthday. Does anybody know when her birthday is? Okay, Elliot. May 21st. And we'll find out later why you know that. Okay. And does anybody know what Twyla's middle name is? Yes, who said that? Oh, Nora. Okay. What was her maiden name? Sarah. Right, she didn't do that. How many siblings does Twyla have? A lot, that's good. 3. Okay, Hubie thinks 3. Is there 3? No? Okay, well, almost, Hubie, you missed one. Who are they, Kate? No. The oldest one. There's one older than Twyla. Gary. Yeah, Gary's the state policeman, and he's older than Twyla. And then there's 3 retired state policemen, and he's so old that he's retired already. And he's actually 51, I think, or something like that. And then there's 3 brothers after that. Ron, Rob, and the youngest one is Roland. Yeah, 4 brothers, no sisters. Can you? Okay. Do you know the names of her parents? Anybody know her parents' names?
Pat.
Pat? No, it's Fran. You're right, Kay. It's Fran.
What's the father?
Fran and Fred.
Who's the father?
Fran and Fred, and they live in Florida. In Arcadia, Florida. Right. Yeah, let's see. Where was she born? Oh, this is a trick question. Anybody know where Twyla was born? Don't tell them, Twyla. Bonus points for this one. Canada, no. Mexico? No. Okay. Has anybody ever heard her talk about her birthplace? China? No. That would be really interesting, though. No, it's in the U.S. It's a state near the south. And, Kentucky, no. It's near where her parents live right now. As a matter of fact, it's
St. Petersburg, Florida.
How old were you when you were born there?
Really young.
Okay, and this next question is presumptuous. I mean, where did she grow up? Did she grow up? Yeah, she grew up, of course. She's 50. She grew up?
Many places. My hometown was Essexville, but I probably moved twice a year for
8 or 9 years. So I lived in a lot, lived in almost every state. Or visited every state, lived in about 9 or 10 states.
She was a traveling entertainer. Now, what high school did she graduate from? Does anybody know that? We don't expect most of you to know most of these questions. It's just Bay City Central. That's where I met. Oh, oops, is that another question? Oh, wait. Oh, I blew the next question. No, I did. Okay, the next question is, what degree did she get from which college? Yeah, Dory, we haven't seen Dory, so it's not nice. Let's see, where and how did she meet her handsome husband, Bill? Smarter, and...
On the funny farm.
Well, it's close. In a bookstore. Who said that? Rebecca, our neighbor across the street, who I never see, knew that I met her in a bookstore. Hey, all right.
She came in by a downbeat magazine. Selling magazines.
Yeah, she was selling magazines.
No, what a downbeat. Boy, did I learn.
Yeah. Okay. When, where, and what age did she marry? How old was she when she got married? Well, her birthday was May 21st, 46, so we were married in October of 66, so she was 20. Okay. And she got married, anybody know where? Was anybody at the wedding? Of course, my sister was. Peggy. Peggy was in the wedding party, right? Wait, no, Kathy and...
Kathy and Peggy.
And Peggy were, yeah, we got a picture in up there. One of the pictures is on the far left. Yeah. That was in Detroit. She got married. We got married in Detroit down at the city. I'm testing her.
On Carson Street.
They've changed it. It was called the Chapel of the Little Flower, and now it's called St. Patrick's.
St. Patrick's Chapel of the Little Flower.
That's right, Twyla, you guessed it right. Okay, and when, where, and what? Okay, we got that one. What are her children's complete names, and where are her children? Okay. Does anybody know how to use that camera up there? Could you sort of like see? Yeah, could you see this aiming this way? Oh, Sandy's got it. Yeah, our photographer is taking a break. Put it on automatic. Okay, cool. When and oh yeah, what are her children's complete names? Most of you know that, I think, right? Oh, complete names you wouldn't know. The oldest one, Tracy, Jennifer. She lives in California. It's now Martinez. She got married last year. And then our youngest daughter is Heather Allison Meyer. Okay, and how did they choose? How did we choose their names? Did you ever hear that story?
Well, I thought I got to name both kids. I had no idea he had any right to name either of the
Okay, I named the children, the second one, we had two names, Tracy, Jennifer, and she picked the first name and I picked the middle name because we couldn't both do them together. So then the second kid we had, and it's ironic, but we had intended to have two daughters a couple years apart if it was at all possible, and we had what we wanted. So I mean, how many people get that in life? That was cool. Yeah, exactly what you planned. That's real Planned Parenthood, I'll tell you. Okay. And the second one, Heather, I got to name her first name, and Twyla named her the second name. So that's we did it. Did you? I didn't know that. They each have the same number of letters in the names. I didn't know that. See, I knew I learned something today. Oh, it's only one L. I know it's one L. Okay. That was her middle name. Heather was my name. Allison was hers. Okay. Let's see. How many locations Twyla and Bill lived? I should say that this idea for this game, you know, we try to think of a lot of things to do this afternoon. I should digress. When I had my party 2 years ago, Twyla pulled a surprise on me. She had my surprise party on my 49th birthday. That's what's a surprise, because she knew she couldn't pull it on the 50. And she had a pony. She rented a pony. And I don't know if some of you were there. And we gave kids pony rides in the front of our house. And I got on a horse and rode like I did when I was a kid. It was very childish for me. It was a lot of fun, and it was very unique. And I thought, we got to top that. You know, how can I top that? I mean, I couldn't think of anything good to bring over and to ride or anything like that. And I really didn't think we could pull off a surprise for her on her 50th birthday. And here comes my neighbor, Mike, the photographer. And he also helped us put the party together. And he had to work this afternoon. As a matter of fact, that's why Buddy was late. He had to work this afternoon, too. So it was going to be tough to try to find some sort of surprise thing to do today. So I put the word out for our family and friends to help come up with some ideas. And my sister and Peggy came up with the idea of asking 20 questions like this so that we can all get to know Twyla better. Now you'll notice the last question is, do you remember a funny story about Twyla? We're going to ask some of you if you can think of any funny stories you'd like to share with us before we all sing happy birthday to her, and then that would be very nice. Now, how many locations have Twyla and Bill lived? This is really tough, but there's some people here who can help us who were at some of these areas we lived. We were married down when we lived down in Cass and Canfield at Wayne University, and then we moved to
Holden, which is right across the street from Motown Museum. We lived there, and then we moved to Water, which was 5 mile and St. Louis, Grand River. Then we moved to Southfield where Evelyn and Bob Bowles, which is one of the fishes. I haven't seen her in a long time. And then we moved to Royal Oak. So how many is that?
5. Okay, and can you, what are some of her favorite hobbies, Twyla's? Anybody? Is there anything else besides gardening?
Yes, canoeing. There are other things, but we were sworn to secrecy.
Aha! Okay. And what is one of her favorite sports to play? Right. And she has a volleyball. No, she doesn't have a volleyball shirt. Sorry. Who else? Okay. Who else is born on her birthday? That's very important. Very important people that we know for sure. Sandy and Jean. If you guys didn't know that, this is so ironic, but our neighbor on the corner, Jean Sarnecki, and we live in the second house, and then 3 doors down is Sandy. And when we moved in the neighborhood and discovered that the 2 friends that she had got to meet by that time both had their birthdays on the same day, May 21st. That means the 3 of them, the 3 birthday girls, the Bee Gees we call them, the birthday girls, all the same day.
May 21st.
May 21st too. Sandy. But that's not your daughter. That's not your daughter though. That's your niece. And what's her name?
Her name is Amber Jessie.
Amber Jessie.
Her birthday is May 21st.
So there's 4 people here who have the birthday of May 21st. Okay, and Marilyn, are you here, or Peggy? Did you put that book out there that Marilyn said she was going to put? Does it list other famous people whose birthday are May 21st? Yes, it does. I was curious. Other famous people.
Candace Bergen.
Candace Bergen was born today. No, I mean not today, a few years ago. On this date.
Excuse me? Oh, sorry.
I'm just curious who else was born on May 21st. Richard Nixon? Well, ladies and gentlemen, while we're finding that out here, let's hold that up here and take a look at this. Here's a picture of Twyla that Rick did on her 50th birthday. Wonderful. Great. Now, as this goes on here, please, somebody be over there and make use of our wonderful caricatures. So somebody's next. Peggy, right there. Why don't you just sit there and turn around and get your caricature done?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're reading that. Oh, okay. Okay, Phyllis is going to do it now. Yeah, and then make sure that we don't leave him not doing anything. Yeah, we want to keep him real busy. So when you see him finishing off somebody, make sure you're there to be next or something. Because we want to make sure you get a caricature. This is for the adults only for the caricatures, because he's only here a couple hours, and he does about two an hour, I think. 2 or 3 an hour, so it's... No, he doesn't. He does 30 an hour. Okay. All right. No, he does 12 an hour, right? Okay. Now, but he can do 2 in 1 picture. Hey, I like that. So if somebody you met here this afternoon, you want a nice picture with? Okay, so who are they, Peggy?
Well, you know, it only has ones that are the same age as her this year. They're not the same date.
Same age? Oh,
Yeah,
the
they'll all
same
be
age.
50 this
Oh, they'll all be
year.
50 this year? Okay, well, that's good. Who's that?
Diane Keaton, Dolly Parton, David Lynch,
David Lynch, the filmmaker.
Gregory Hines, Liza Minnelli,
I thought she was not older than
Reverend Al Green,
that. Al
Candace
Green.
Bergen,
He was a
he
singer.
said.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's a soul singer.
By the way, Junior, our friend Junior, Sandy's husband, is also a minister now. And he's, you're not a singer though, are you too? No, okay. He's a minister. Continuing on, Peggy, sorry.
Cher, Priscilla
Cher,
Presley,
50.
Priscilla Presley, Sylvester Stallone, Oliver Stone, Tommy Lee Jones, Twiggy, and Sally Field.
Twiggy. Twiggy, Dolly Parton, Twyla. That's a good trio. Yeah. Twiggy and Dolly Parton together. Okay. We can even it out. Okay. All right. So the last thing is on this 20 questions, and we thank you for participating here, is to tell us some funny stories about Twyla. You know, just a few. I'm sure there's been enough of them that we can. I mean, anything that we can share in front of an audience is probably what we have to ask. So I know I'm not going to ask you, Dora. I did that. Okay. So does anybody want to say anything to share a funny thing about Twyla?
Sure.
Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, we'll wait here until somebody speaks.
No one has any stories.
Heather must.
She's my mom. How's that?
Okay, I got a story to tell you then. It's not really a story, but... Oh, there goes the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't really a story, it's just that I want to save you from being tricked by Twyla if she ever tries to pull a trick on you on this one. She has a book that it's by John Lennon, a book called In His Own Right. And if she tries to pull this trick on you, I'm going to save you the trouble. It's got a signature inside, John Lennon's signature there. She actually got an autograph by him. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my job.
Well, it's something Spaniard. I can't remember the name of it, but it's written by John Lennon, and it's really a nice book, and it's little stories in kind of a Cockney English. It's really a neat book. Real tuned into like the people's movement and stuff like that. So I worked in a bookstore, Bell Book and Candle, actually, where I met Bill. And I bought this book, and John Lennon was there and signed it for me. He wrote TW3. You know, that was my nickname. That was the week that was. Does anyone remember that? Yeah, so TW3. My TW3 stood for something else, which was a joke among us then.
I think I understand.
But I actually wrote it in there myself. But it was signed 30 years ago by me.
That's not John Lennon's signature, so don't let her pull the trigger. She'd go around and pull this trigger on everybody that came over to the house. I had to tell her. So we weren't really going to plan any musical or entertainment kind of thing like that because it's just, you know, it's so sunny and it's a wonderful day and we're all in our shorts and I don't want to do a music thing, but there is a special thing I'd like to. We're going to sing Happy Birthday to Twyla and let her say something. And before we do that, and before I introduce Peggy, is going to brought a song along that we're going to do for Twyla. And who's playing piano for you, Peggy? Me?
You are.
Oh, I am.
Who's the piano player?
Well rehearsed. I mean, I didn't even know. But we'll do this song. But before we do that, we asked everybody not to bring any gifts for Twyla. It said on the invitation here. By the way, you didn't even see the invitation. Yeah, that's for you. We're gonna have a party for you. We said not to bring any gifts. Your presence was the most important thing to Twyla. But some people still brought something anyways, and there's stuff out there. And then we sort of said, well, okay, if you want to bring a gag gift, fine. Or if you want to bring some sort of a plant or a flower for your garden, so you can remember people like that. So that's wonderful. For those of you who did that, that's very wonderful of you. But you weren't expected to bring anything. We're so grateful you're here. However, I did get her a gift, and I want to open it right now for her, in front of her. I want her to open it. I couldn't find any paper anywhere, so because I have to ask Twyla where the paper is. I didn't want to give it away, so I had to use my Christmas wrapping here. So
He doesn't get the paper.
This is something I'm willing to her. I'm willing this to her.
Does anyone recognize this? Anyone know that?
You can have it now.
Thank you very much. I think I'm going to wear this.
It says, she goes outside. All right, so can we get the kids back in? Because we're going to do Sing Happy Birthday right after this number, and then we'll oh, Meyer, you want to bring the cake up?
I thought you were waiting for the kids.
Yeah, you can bring the cake up, and we'll get the kids in here. And in the meantime, we're going to do this special number with Peggy. Yeah, so let's give Peggy a nice round of applause. Our dear friend Peggy Meyer. I should say that we have many talented people here this afternoon. I mean, it's amazing that Al Chisholm's here, a wonderful singer with the Contours, and he was with our band for a long time. Oh, here we go. Now I'm going to have to go around the room and introduce everybody. And his wife, Sharon, and Dan. And I can't do everybody, but I'm going to stick certainly the people that would. How can I get out of this one? Okay, Danny Plisco, a wonderful bass player, great musician and guitar, and his wife Phyllis, Buddy and Ursula. A name you hear all the time in the music business around the Buddy Bus and Ursula Walker, tremendous performers. I mean, our wonderful talented vocalist has been with our band for over 18 years, Marla Jackson, wonderful singer. Yeah, and she's only 18. Okay, and then our dearest friend who was with our band for many, many years, over 20 years, Hubie Crawford. And a great friend, a dear friend of ours who happens to live in Royal Oak and is a great musician, Steve Backus. Up here. And now, did I forget any? I hope not. I hate to do this because you're all important. Okay, so Peggy.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. First I have to put my glasses on because I'm an old person. No, I'm 28 and I'm sticking to that story no matter what. However, my son happens to be older than me. It's called The Immaculate Deception. Okay, this is a parody that I wrote for Twyla, done to the tune of Twilight Time. Twyla's time, when she has spent the day by planting pretty things and making a home that is sublime. Twyla will start to cut some flowers, as she can do after some time at cooking herbs and spices.
Sawyer, wow. Tell us where you're going to go at your birthday party. Is that one of your parties or two of your parties? Where's the first party? Where's the first one? Put your hand up and show me.
At our house. At our house.
And where's the other one?
At DZ Discovery.
Okay.
Okay, we're in the backyard. Hi. Okay, here we are. Hi, Sean. Hi, Sandy. Thank you for your help.
Love you, Bill.
Thank you.
Love you, Twyla.
Love you. Hi, Debbie.
Hello, happy birthday.
Okay.
Hello, we're showing off
Okay.
pictures of the grandbaby.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh, cool. And here's Funny Face with her face all painted up. Wait till I show you that one. Here's Oren. Oren didn't get into pictures earlier. Hi, Oren. Where's your mom?
She's over there.
Oh, there she is. Okay. There's the lovely Franny goes.
Hi, Twyla, I love you.
Yeah,
Look at my dad's
Hi, Twyla, I love you.
Okay. Okay, there's the two little birdies in their little birdie house. Look at that. We're going to move right in on the little birdies. Hi, you guys. Hey, how come it's out of focus here? I'm too close or something. I don't know. No, I can't get into focus. Wow, why is that not focusing?
Ellen, do you know what
When you're done there, can you
77.
sign this and pass it around then? Everyone can sign it.
That's nice of you.
Twyla, do you want the authors to sign it? The authors? Who's the author?
I'm just friends of mine.
I'm
Making things up.
A real autograph.
Where are you two on?
Does it have the Longfellow?
I know. That was I have that.
How updated is it? Does it have the Longfellow and the Brethren?
Addendum.
I'm going to fill in the line. Michael,
Is that all the gifts? I don't know where the rest of them
That's a
are.
supplement.
The untold story.
There's the box over
The
there.
uncensored
There's
version.
another box in the basement.
There's another box.
Oh, you gotta say that again. What is it?
Wally. Read your newspaper.
Okay. Is it non-alcoholic?
Oh, it's Whipple. Yeah.
Oh no, son. Hey, Billy boy! Yay! Hey, I know you.
Okay.
You're that Bill guy.
Say something intelligent.
It's kind of
Hey, the zoom, the close-up,
Hey, get me.
the hair follicles.
Get me.
Oh, yeah.
Leave now.
Peace.
Happy 50th, Twyla.
Twyla, the early birds are going. Thank you for coming. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. And I'll be
Barney's got to get up at 4.
Wait. Look on the inside of the box.
Noise. Sawyer.
Careful.
Emily, and one is from my dad.
I
can't see. Everybody sit down, please.
Okay, thank you. Sit down, please.
That sounds so tall. Too earrings. That thing will wrap too much.
It's a list of all the people.
Down there. Yeah.
Hey, wait, no, that's too heavy, Twat. Wait, just hold on. Hold on, dude. I want to get a picture of it.
I'm going to set
I want to get a picture of it. Okay, that's hand painted.